Oh shit, baby. Welcome back to another A85 podcast. It is the first one on YouTube. Can I get a fucking round of applause, baby? Let's go. This has been a long time coming. It's been a highly requested thing to do. Lots of people wanted the visual. And I've always battled back and forth in it. Well, before I fucking start, let's fucking introduce us. It's my boy fucking Gio. You know, the fucking other half of the N85 podcast. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
How you feeling about the video format?
I like it. I feel weird about this couch, but it's okay.
Yeah. This man said it's a casting couch, and if you know what that is, well, you know what that is, you know. And the returning guest back to back. This is the first time we've had like a guest back to back like we
had to.
Is my boy Daddy George, the left foot sent from heaven. What's up, man? He didn't want me to say that, but I said it either way. Just recently got into a car crash on the way here, and he didn't want to bring it up, but we're gonna bring it up regardless because we want to make fun of him. How was it today coming in with that car crash? Take it away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to talk about it. Fuck it, dude. Hold up. Yeah, before we get into anything, so this was highly requested, as we said. I've been debating, like, put this on YouTube or not. And the reason was because, like, I didn't want to fucking, like, I always said I didn't want to separate, like, the Spotify listeners to YouTube listeners. You know, I didn't want to separate, like, the amount of audience on one platform to another platform because, like, I wanted one to grow, like, all the way high, and then eventually, you know, we'll put it on YouTube and shit. That was my thinking. But now that I came to think about it, like, me and producer Jordy came to the conclusion, like, nah, I think it actually helps you because there's a lot of people that just literally can't listen to fucking podcasts. They literally can't. Just they would rather, like, put it on when they're fucking they're eating dinner and shit. Just put it on right there and just eat and shit, you know. And then sometimes look up, they see us wilding the fuck out, and you know that, you know. So I think it only helps us. I don't think it'll like I don't think it'll be a bad thing, you know. I think
when people can look at it, I feel like that their attention span is
yeah.
There, you know.
I was talking to Jordy. I was like, bro, like, you only get like half of the, I guess, enjoyment by just listening to us, bro. We're over here fucking talking shit.
you can
see, like,
it.
Yeah, you can see us. You can talk. You can see what the fuck we're like. You know, our expressions. You know, everything. When we're looking like, if we're looking like bums, say that shit in the comments right now. Who has the best bit right now? But yeah. Fucking subscribe to the channel now that you're fucking here. Turn on those notifications, and it's fucking awesome. We're just gonna roll from here. You know, it's only gonna get better, I think. And then from here, we're gonna just put these bitches on TikTok. However it goes, you know, it's gonna be a process. It's gonna be fun, you know.
So I was on my way over here.
Oh, he's gonna talk about it.
I thought you didn't want to talk about it.
Okay,
I just have to break you on next real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Get that
so
shit.
I was we were just gonna go get ready and leave, and I was in the neighborhood, in a fucking neighborhood of all things, which is bullshit.
Wait, was it your neighborhood or it was just a neighborhood?
It was my girl's neighborhood, and it was like, I was just driving, and you know, like, you go through an intersection, but you have right of way. You're turning left, and there's 2 stop signs. Okay, so I'm the one that has right of way, and I saw this guy going like extra fast, so I slowed down a little bit, and then I was like, I mean, he's probably gonna stop. And then we kind of came to a conclusion that, like, motherfucker, I'm not gonna stop. Like, as we're slowly rolled into each other, and I was like, no way, like, you're really not gonna stop. He had stopped, and then he kept rolling.
Oh, so like
so just some weird bullshit.
Like stop till like 4 miles per hour, but still going type shit.
And I was like, hold up, bro. Like, why the fuck didn't you stop? Like,
right.
Yeah, and I mean, he took fault for it. Long story short, but the bumper's fucked.
Yeah, dude, this man George just copped a fucking nice ass TRD.
Nah, but I mean, that's just
nice.
It's just a bumper. Like, I mean, he already took fault. So, you know, when you have to go through an investigation with the fucking insurance, it's like fucked. Like, it's gonna take super fucking.
So wait, I'm gonna ask Jordy a question. You know how much it would cost to fix it?
Yeah. Producer Jordy's actually technician Jordy.
Yeah, that's why I asked
Hop in the camera right now, baby.
Come on, Jordy. I know you saw it.
Yeah, I saw I mean, honestly, it looked like just bumper trim. Yeah. So probably, I mean, they're going to charge you a lot for the trim. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you go to, like, a Toyota dealership.
That's true.
I'd say you're looking at, like, $300 for damage.
Yeah.
We waste that on a round of shots at Moondogs, bro. $300, that's fucking slight. But what was the guy looking? Because you said the guy was, like, a little tweaky, right? Like, what was he like? What was his reaction? What was your reaction? Because I know as soon as I do this, Brady get mad as fuck. Yeah. What the fuck is this? I just got this fucking car. I overpaid for it, but it's still fucking lit. Like, what?
Yeah, no, I mean, I got out, and I was like, I was just raising my arms, and I was like, just like, yo, what was that? And he gets out. He's like an older dude, and I mean, he was Hispanic, so the first thing I asked was like, hey, do you have papers? Like, I don't want to fuck you over.
Okay,
that's right.
Because I was just like, you're not like, you're not going fast as shit, but just being like obnoxious. Like, I did smell some alcohol, but I was like, I was like, yo, like, are you kind of drunk? And he was like, yeah. I was like,
he admitted to it too. What a guy! I would have denied it for life.
That's why I was like, fuck, bro. I don't know. I didn't want to fuck him over. Like, he gave me his insurance and everything. Not his insurance. He gave me his number and like his plaque. And then the cops came and we filed the report. And he said it was my fault, so everything went smoothly. Like,
like he said, like he admitted, like, it was my fault.
Yeah, he admitted. So I didn't want to fuck him over on something else. Like,
for sure.
Like,
but
I didn't want to tell the cop like, no, he's drunk, like, because I wouldn't get anything out of that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think I'd always like I'd try to be like, hey, can like we work this out without insurance and shit? Because also your insurance goes up, even though it was not your fault. That's the most unfortunate part. Your insurance.
Actually, when I got into my accident, my insurance didn't go up.
For real?
And my car got totaled.
Oh well, I think that might be why.
You think?
Or I don't know. Honestly.
Well, I think because you have full coverage on it, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, my car I didn't have full coverage, so that's why my insurance didn't go up because I wasn't paying for it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just gonna figure that shit out like quick as fuck, one way or the other. But
it's always scary because you got to go through a bunch of like shit and all that. Like I hate just processes. Anything that has like a process. Like, I'd rather just, hey, bro, give me like $400 right now, bro. I like, you know what I'm saying? Because dude, that happened to me once. I went on a road trip with my family. Went to New York. Out of all fucking places, New York, bro. I hate New York, by the way. Sorry if anybody's from New York. Actually, producer Jordy. This man's behind the camera like, okay, I see you. I'm about to turn off these cameras right now. But, dude, we were in New York out of all fucking places. And then we had drove up there 14 fucking hours. It sucked dick. And we were like, you know how it's those busy streets, bro. People just parked in like on one side of the street, on another side. So it's like the fucking amount of like margin for error. Like, if you're on that street going this way and one person going this way, it's very low, bro. You can easily hit each other. And that's exactly what fucking happened. Some random dude in a big box truck just was a little more to our side and just scraped our fucking shit. And we were like, bruh. And I think he was trying to take off, like, because he kind of, like, was, like, kind of sped off and shit. But he had nowhere to go, I think. I don't know what ended up happening, but he had nowhere to go. So we were like, hey, what the fuck? Like, we're just yelling at him. He's like, no, okay, I got you. There's a auto shop right here around the corner. We could go there and we could just like ask them how much it is to fix it. I'll give you the exact amount. We don't got to go through insurance or nothing. It might have been shady. You know, he might have got some shady shit in the back of that box truck. But, you know, it's not my problem. I want my shit fucking fixed.
You got the cash, so it's right.
And then the whole time, my aunt was in the back of the car just recording him and shit, just making sure he doesn't like take off. And the dude just, like, I literally see him in the like, from the back of our car, like, into his car. He's just there, like, why you recording? He was just like this, like, why you doing that and shit. But, yeah, that's what happened, bro. New York, out of all fucking places, like, I don't know. Getting into a car crash is scary, bro. Like, I've actually, thank God, that I've never gotten into no car crash and shit. This motherfucker.
Yeah. You guys know the story.
Yeah, the story. We've already said it, bro. And now fucking George, and it's just, I don't know, bro. It's fucking insane. How's you guys' week, man? Let's start there. Out of all places, like, now we fucking got this out the way. How's you guys' week? Any fucking interesting things happen? No,
it's been hot as fuck.
We didn't do anything this week. Usually,
it has not been hot.
It's been cloudy, yeah, for sure.
Oh, like the weather wise.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this fucking next week is fucking, because me and George work together. This is coworker George as well. I should have put that in the fucking intro.
This was the best week like that I've had in 4 weeks.
Right, dude. It's been like cloudy.
Yeah.
So like there's no sun rays beaming on us. It's fucking awesome. We work outside, so that's fucking beautiful for us. But speaking of work, brother, we should go into fucking this past fuckery that happened last week and shit. I had a traumatic experience at work, and it's not really traumatic, but it fucking sucked, bro. It was one of those days that you expect it to be fucking beautiful, be nice, be easy and shit, and that's how it was supposed to be. And it ended up being the fucking opposite. Everything that could have gone wrong went fucking wrong. And there's some shit that I haven't even told you about yet. Let me go into it because this is actually kind of funny, right? So we go to volleyball, of course, like I've said it before on here. We go to volleyball on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? This was a Thursday that I went to volleyball. And when we go to volleyball, we go crazy, bro. We get fucking hammered. We take bottles after bottles out of all places at fucking volleyball. I don't know how it started. Somebody just ended up bringing some drinks, and we were like, you know what? This is a fucking good idea. We should keep doing this. I actually did this yesterday, and I didn't mean to go as hard as I did, but we did. But this Thursday, right? I went crazy. We're like, fuck it, because I knew in the back of my head, my dad had told me, like, oh, the next day is going to be easy. We're not going to do much. It's going to be slight. So I was like, okay, I could go crazy today, and then by the time tomorrow comes, I might be a little, a little nauseous, a little bit on the hangover side, but I have time to sleep in the fucking truck for a nice 2 hours and shit, and then I'll be golden, baby. I'm good. So literally, okay, so that happened Thursday, right? Drank and shit, boom. Friday comes along the next day, and I get to the truck. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm already laying down. I'm like, hey, what's up, George? I'm like, okay, I'm out, bro. I'm fucking knocking out in the back seat. And then I get fucking woken up. They're like, nah, you got to go with somebody else. I was like, no fucking way this is happening today, bro. Out of all days, this never happens. I never go work with anybody else. I'm always with him and my dad, just us three, the trio. The sweethearts of Gwinnett is what they're calling us at work. I guess I'm with some other fucking bozo, and I'm like,
so you can't sleep if you go with someone else? Or
no. And I was explaining to this to George earlier, bro. When it comes to working with old heads, because that's who we work with, right? When it comes to working with old heads, you gotta earn your fucking respect. You can't be looking like the crew bitch out here. You know, there's always that crew bitch, and there's no crew bitch right now, unless it's me or George. It's definitely not my dad. But yeah, you can easily end up being like the crew bitch by like showing like some kind of weakness or something. Falling asleep in the truck and shit, going with somebody new, that's considered kind of like weak. Like you look like not, I don't know, not up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Like not ready to work?
Yeah, basically, right? So I was like, damn, there's no sleeping, bro. I got to stay up and shit. And I get paired with the weirdest man. He was a cool guy. He was nice and stuff, but he was just weird. And let me tell you why. And I should have known from the beginning when he did this, bro. He fucking literally like chugged a fucking bottle of like Monster Energy before 7 a.m., bro. Literally, boom, as his breakfast. And he told me, I don't need breakfast. Like, I just take a Monster, and that's how I get my fucking day going and shit. I was like, okay, I guess some people drink coffee. Some people might drink a fucking Monster, but it's whatever.
That's pretty normal though. Like when working in the mornings, like everyone drinks energy drinks.
I don't know, bro. You should not, bro. If
I
anybody,
think the way he's explaining it's like he literally chugged that shit.
Yeah,
I believe him.
Like chugged it, like a Monster chugging.
Like, was enjoying.
Do you chug Monsters? Because we fucking we take a lot of Red Bull.
That stuff is carbonated, like it burns.
So
like
he didn't like enjoy it.
No, bro, just fucking straight. I was like, yo, are you fucking high right now? Like, what am I watching? I do this on Friday afternoons, but not on fucking Friday morning, right? So that happens, right? And then so the whole fucking day is just hard labor, bro. It's not even easy shit like I thought it was gonna be. I was planning like plans and shit. And if you know, bro, it's just straight fucking shovel work. I felt like I was that guy in Holes, bro. Have you seen the movie Holes with the fucking
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf, bro. Dude, you can't even see it on camera, bro. I got fucking the hardest calluses and shit. Is terrible. And I sent like a fucking photo to George. I was like, bro, it was 12:30 damn near. I still hadn't taken lunch because I was fucking grinding out. I didn't even have time to put in my fucking AirPods. Usually we just chill with the AirPods and shit. None of that. I had no time for nothing.
You didn't take lunch at 12:30 or 12?
No, bro. It was 12:30. I still hadn't gotten lunch. Now listen,
let's turn
bro.
back to George. Did you take lunch at 12 that day? Did you take it?
Hell no. What time did you take lunch?
We took lunch at 11:30. And look, and like. I felt bad for him, so I sent him a picture of my cookie. I was like, "You want some?"
Dude, this man was taunting me, you motherfucker. I was out here slaving away, and this man's over here like relaxing in the truck, AC turned on, eating some fucking cookies and shit. Meanwhile, I'm over here with a shovel in my hand. So then we're finally done, right? It's 12:30, and like I had to go to fucking like it's lunchtime, right? Usually we'd go to lunch like at 11:45. It's 12:30. I'm hungry as fuck, energy low, morale low. Everything low, testosterone low.
Morale, you had to throw that in there. You're like, oh, fuck.
Cut. Special guest KT in the building. What's up, bro? And my boy J Boo. Fucking, we'll keep all this in. So, right. So, we just had to take a quick cut. It's all good. Okay, so everything was low, right? And now it's time for lunch. And I'm like, okay, I was like, yeah, let's go to a quick trip right now. I got my lunch right now. We don't have to stop by nowhere. I'm about to just heat up real quick. Then he had the balls to tell me, he was like, yo, do you want to just like skip lunch? Like, do you want to just like go to the next, what we got to go do next? And then we could even leave early. We can go home early and shit. I was like, I'll be honest with you, bro. Hell no. I was like, I'm on the brink of death right now. Dead ass. I'm wobbly right now. My legs are wobbly like McGregor.
I'm dehydrated. I have no food in my system. I'm working out here like a fucking 1900, making something
fucking
sense
worker,
days.
bro. My fucking estrogen levels are up. Maybe
I just need food.
Like, dude, like it was bad, So I was like, bro, I had to take lunch, bro. I don't know what to tell you. He was like, okay, like he was a little hesitant still, but he was like, okay, let's go to lunch. I was like, all right, bet. On the way to fucking lunch, he tells me again. He tries to say like, oh. He's like, are you sure you want to take lunch? Like, he's like, we can literally just go do this like thing real quick, and we should be done by like maybe like 2:30 and shit. I was like, bro, it's 12:30 right now. You're telling me another 2 hours without lunch and shit? I barely had time to drink some water, bro. No. I was like, nah, I got to take this lunch, bro. Come on. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, okay.
So
like,
how long do you take lunch for?
Okay, so yeah, that's the good thing you brought that up, right? We get to lunch and shit. Not 15 minutes, bro. I'm over here eating and shit. He's like, oh, you ready to leave now and shit? We take 1 hour lunches. He's like, oh, you ready to leave, bro? You almost done and shit? I was like, bro, I'm over here watching Among Us videos. Like, come on, bro. Like, relax, dude. I'm eating my fucking beef with potatoes. Let me watch my Among Us videos. Let me fucking relax and shit. He's like, okay. I had to remind him again, bro.
Just a quick side note. When you watch those videos, I'm like, okay, he keeps pressing pause. Let me just not talk to him.
Dude, I fucking hate when motherfuckers talk to me while I'm watching.
I get the memo. I'm like,
I get it. I try to not do that to you too, right? Because, bro, when somebody's like, bro, I'm over here, AirPods in, vibing. He brings something up. I had to pause the video and I had to say, huh? What's up, bro? He had to tell me again. I was like, okay, yeah. I agree with whatever he's saying. Go back.
About it.
2 minutes later, George's like, hey, bro, look at this. I'm like, oh, what? I don't mind, but it's just like a quick little thing. It's like, whatever.
I noticed it,
Yeah, so I had to remind. That's 3 times I had to tell him, like, no, bro, I'm taking fucking lunch. I'm hungry. And that fucking happened. And then, okay, so get it. This man did not eat lunch. He tells me, he was like, oh, yeah, I'm trying, like, I didn't know if you ate lunch because I don't eat lunch. I was like, what do you mean you don't eat lunch? You didn't even eat breakfast. He's like, no, I just take I take a Monster and I just keep it going. I'm like, do you not get hungry? He's like, nah, bro, I don't get hungry. I just, like, if I keep just moving and just keep my body going, like, it just gives me the energy to keep going. I'm like, you're on cocaine. Like, there's no way, bro. I can't do this, dude. And, like, even on, like, Monster, because you know how energy drinks, they have, like, a crash, like, they're delayed, they have they're a ticking time bomb. Then after they hit you, you're out. So I guess he just takes another one to fucking, that's a little stimmy, bro. He
takes Monster and a little.
That ass.
He has to, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro, but
bro.
Yeah, that's what ended up happening, and it was just a shit show, bro. Like,
so he was just drinking Monster, no food, right? Like
no food, bro. He ate 1 taquito actually.
Okay.
That's it, bro. Taquito and Monster.
Taquito?
Fucking 5-star gourmet shit at QT.
It's funny that you bring up like drinking a bunch of Monster all day because
right.
Not only is that obviously bad for your health,
for sure.
But like there's a story actually. One of my friends, he was on that shit too for a good minute.
Like just drinking like just hella shit.
Basically drinking energy drinks and he didn't have a good diet and one day he was just out buying a new phone and it's just like the weirdest shit ever. Like it's hard to believe, but like he kind of tripped and literally broke his fucking ankle. Like
what? How? Well, like because he was.
I don't know.
Wait, you're tweaking off a Red Bull or what?
I mean, just because like his diet was so bad, right? So like your bones get fragile, they get frail.
For real, that's a thing.
I mean, you don't,
Can we to check on this head as now?
So I mean, if you're not taking care of your body, okay, like if you're not,
that is true.
If you're not drinking calcium or like nutrients and like just like meats, I guess it doesn't have to be meat, but like iron, protein, yeah. Like obviously your body's gonna get weak.
For sure.
I mean, I guess it hit his bones first, but like his ankle just fucking broke.
So like, do you know like the context? Did he step down from something? Did he like fucking just trip?
I'm pretty sure he tripped. Like he was usually high, off like either pills or just weed or like.
Right.
He's just a clumsy dude. I'm pretty sure he just landed wrong. Sometimes you land wrong, you kind of tweak your ankle. I'm pretty sure something like that happened.
That's crazy.
I don't have too much context on it, but I know it happened for sure. And that's just like because you're bringing that up. I'm like,
yeah,
that shit's not good for you. It's not good for your bones.
Honestly, all week I haven't drank energy drink.
What a fucking miracle that is, bro.
I see a Red Bull over there calling my name.
This man's fucking his mouth is fucking watering right now, bro. I told him I was like, bro, I gotta stop fucking like I gotta stop with the Red Bull.
He's really like shit in the morning,
caffeine
right?
is not. I mean, I don't know. I don't drink caffeine like that. I really don't.
Yeah.
So he doesn't drink anything in the mornings.
No.
You guys don't drink anything.
No.
Closest I get to caffeine is fucking Russian cream backwards. I don't fucking.
Dog, well, what the fuck? Where the fuck is
what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Where's the correlation?
Oh, producer Jordy got some facts for us. Pull in.
Let's hear it.
According to one newspaper, overdosing on caffeine can cause vomiting, palpitations, high blood pressure, and severe cases, seizures, and death.
Damn, son. I get that just from fucking Call of Duty lobbies, bro. I don't get that from fucking caffeine, bro.
Wait, I want to go into something else, though, before we keep moving on.
Fuck it, bro. Wherever you want to go, baby.
So it went from, caffeinated drinks at work. I want to go back to the work side. What's the weirdest shit you've ever seen at work? Whatever field you work in, like, what is just the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you? I'm going to start.
Go ahead.
I was like my first week working with the company, right? It was like a good month ago almost.
Oh, here?
Yes, it's on a Friday.
Fuck,
it's on a Friday, so like I'm with another group.
Right.
Bro, we were doing some apartments that were like, I guess like funded by the government. They weren't like, lavish and all this. Like over there by the jail on Memorial Drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big yikes.
Yeah, and It's just weird to talk about, but like,
hey, fuck it, bro.
There were some crackheads fucking in one of the abandoned.
Oh, we love that, bro.
That shit was, dude. It was awkward. We just got the fuck out of there. We didn't even bother doing that shit. Like,
what the fuck? So how did like?
Because they saw them, like the coworkers, they saw them like kind of like hollering at each other, and like they were like going to the same spot, and then they like, you know, they started hearing shit, and I was like, nah, bro, let's just fuck this area. Like I'm not, I wasn't comfortable.
Hell no,
I was
bro.
personally uncomfortable. I mean, he's getting it, but like I don't need to be hearing that shit. Like,
fuck no, bro. I've never seen some shit like that. I've said it before on the pod, but like the closest like to some crazy shit that I've seen is like I was fucking like I was blowing, right? I was walking and shit. And you know, usually when you're blowing, like you just like head down and you're just like focusing on your shit. You don't even fucking like pay attention to the shit around you, right? Which also, dude, honestly, I almost got hit by a car this fucking week just doing that, bro. Just like head down and then I fucking see the car. I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck? But this time it was not a car. It was a fat ass turd, and it was a human turd. And guess what was next to the turd?
The face mask.
There was a face mask, and they had used the face mask to wipe their fucking their ass. And there was only one wipe, and there was a lot of shit in there. So God bless their fucking rashed ass.
You talked about that one time.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying, bro. Their ass must have been all rosado and shit.
For me, when I used to work at Quick Trip, I worked the one by
that has to be hella crazy shit at Quick Trip,
Chuck E. Cheese, North Cross, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, them urban ones, bro.
The little Mexico, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working the overnight, and then these couple, like these kids, they come in, like it's a girl and a guy.
Right.
They always come in, they're regulars, right? They always
Right.
buy Monsters or whatever. But they go to the bathroom, and the bathrooms there is just one bathroom. It's like one person, only one person going there. They both go in there, and they're in there for an hour, bro. Like, I don't want to go. Like,
what, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, there's been multiple times, bro. QT is a fucking interesting place, bro. God bless the QT workers. Shout out to you guys, bro. There's been a lot of times where I see just the wildest shit in the bathrooms, bro. The bathrooms are where the wild shit is, bro. There's a lot of times where I just see, like, shit smeared all over the wall and stuff, bro. Like, just exploded there. Like, bro, there's a toilet right there. Like, why not just go in the fucking toilet? What was the point of just doing this fuckery? I don't know, bro. But, yeah, I don't know. Workplaces, like, all this shit that you see in the workplaces and stuff, it can get wild, bro. I don't think I've ever seen anything, like, other that's like been crazy and shit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro.
Other than like roadkill and shit, I guess, because that's kind of crazy too. Like,
yeah, you see a lot of roadkill. Never a dead human though.
You never seen like a corpse?
No, bro, not at work. Not that I can say, but yeah.
I think I saw one recently.
Really?
Yeah,
hey, God bless, bro.
That's kind of weird. But I mean, it was.
Do you want to go into it? Or was it traumatizing?
No, it's not traumatizing. It was just weird. I was like, hold up, this man's not moving. Like, and he was in the middle of the street. It was like a car accident.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine like all the crazy shit that other like professionals gotta see, like cops, bro. They I'm sure they get into the fucking wildest like scenarios where they gotta go to like the crackhead places in fucking MLK Drive. They gotta go to like
oh my God.
Break up fucking crazy like domestic disputes and shit between two weirdos. Like, I don't know, bro. I can't even picture being put in that situation, bro. Because imagine having to deal with, like, randoms and shit. Like, I can't, bro. Even, like, talking to people, like, at our fucking line of work, I can't, bro.
Could you, like, work in the ER?
You know,
hell no.
You know it's weird? Like, with something that's, like, really, really, like, like you just can't really be trained to handle. Like, you guys are talking about, like, what police kind of encounter, right?
Yeah.
So, like, imagine encountering somebody, like, that is at the highest high of being on like a crazy hallucinogenic. How do you handle that?
How do you deal with a tweaker, basically?
They could be manic or like they could just be scared, but you don't know.
Yeah, even in general, bro, it's fucking crazy handling people that are like drunk as fuck, bro. Like, what do you do? You know, like
just from experience, right? Me and my boy like a long ass time ago. This is like our second time ever trying acid.
Ah, shit. Here we go. Let's get into it.
We were kids.
He name dropped. We might have to break that out.
We were kids.
Right.
That shit was strong as fuck. On everything, like we swore, we just like we looked at each other. Okay, like we were on the same wave. It's said that you're like you get on the same wave.
Yeah, right? Yeah, with the people that you're around and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like this still trips me out to this day. We looked at each other. We were in my boy Marco's front yard, okay? We were walking through the side of the house. And I know a lot of my friends know how that works. Like, if, like, you're facing Marco's house, it's the right side. But we're coming this way, back to, like, Brian's backyard. So we're on the left side facing it. And, we're, like, we feel like it's like we blacked out and then we came to.
Ooh. That's always scary.
But no. But like when we came to, we were like on the other side of the lawn, on the other house, just like on the other side of the street.
So it was like your consciousness is just like teleported, like
yes,
that kind of vibe. Like
yes.
your body moved itself, and then you just kind of like, oh, what the fuck?
Me and looked at each other right
Yes,
after
bro.
we came to. We were like, "Yo, did you feel that?" And he was like, "Dude, I thought I was the only one."
Now imagine looking
I
at it
was
from
like-
a third party. You're looking outside your fucking window. Look
They're
at
just
these
walking.
fucking tweakers, bro.
Dude, and he
Yeah, just holding hands and shit.
and then we looked at each other. We were like, we fucking teleported.
Yo, ain't no way, you fucking tweakers.
We
bro.
were so convinced that we teleported. Like we were like,
Right.
holy shit! Like we were there and now we're here, and we couldn't get over it for a couple of days. And if I bring it up to him or if he looks at this, he's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh hell no,
which
bro.
is the crazy part.
Bro, I've been meaning to fucking bring up this story, and I think this is the fucking time, dude. Now that we brought up him and we brought up fucking drugs, I'm gonna tell a story about the classic felon, the time we almost caught a fucking felony, bro. And I'm gonna cut out some names and shit, cause I don't want to put nobody's business on blast or nothing. But this is a fucking amazing story. I
So wait,
promise
are you
you.
gonna say the names or no?
Should I say the names and then
An
cut them out?
exclusive.
Should I say the names and cut them out, or should I make like fake names? What are y'all thinking?
Say names that rhyme.
Fuck no, bro. Then you're gonna know. I'm saying we're gonna have to cut them out and shit. 'Cause
Alright.
that'll make things flow better, right?
Bet.
All right, this might be a fucking long story, so just buckle in. Anytime y'all want to interject, cut me out, right? So this is back in the old days when I used to do drugs and wild the fuck out with my homies at night. And I'm pretty sure it was a summer night because I don't know what I'd be wilding, and we were in school at this time, right? So one of my homies, he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, let's smoke real quick and shit like that." It's late at night. I was fucking just chilling at crib, and they said that, right? I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm down, So they're like, "Oh, meet up behind Little Caesars and shit." And for all y'all that know, y'all know where the fuck it's at. Is the
Expand Your Mind?
Expand Your Mind. That fucking shit, dude. That shit is classic, right? Everybody on the NOF knows that shit, right?
The one by Berkmar.
Yeah, behind the Little
Yeah,
Caesars.
my boy Brian used to work there. That was the spot.
Yeah, just chill right
Yeah.
there and shit. Right. So we pull up, and one of my boys, we're gonna have to for sure cut this. My boy, he had a fucking he had a whole ounce on him, bro. A whole ball of weed and shit. And I was like, oh shit.
Yo guys, you want to see this?
That's exactly what he sounded like. That's fucking hilarious,
No,
bro.
because he told me too. Yeah.
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 And so he was gonna take like some of that, and then like that was some for us to like to smoke with and shit. So I get there, and then one of my other homies pulls up. I forgot who it was, and he pulled up. So he's just there. He's scaling it out. He's okay. Yeah, we're gonna smoke this amount and shit, and then boom, boom. Our other homies were supposed to meet us there, right? But then this fucking happened, right? And then out of nowhere, bro, this is like out of a fucking movie. A fucking cop car just comes right down, because it's just one driveway. There's only one way to fucking go.
Everyone's heart's just
Bro,
at 1,000
as soon as
miles
that,
per hour,
and
like,
and let me fucking preface by saying this, right? The week before that, I had actually got caught for speeding and shit, and I had no license. So I'm out here still driving and shit at night. This is like at 12 in the morning. And the week before, I just got busted for no license shit. So I'm already booked. Now imagine this shit. Imagine me seeing that fucking cop car, looking back. A fucking 5'1" kid is holding a ball of weed right now. I'm like, I'm fucked. It's over with, dude. I just ducked down behind my car. I'm like, I am fucked. I look at, I'm like, bro, do you have a license, bro? Do you know? Can we drive out of here? What the fuck are we gonna do? We're going to jail, bro. And I have some tickets to pay, bro. And I gotta go to work tomorrow, bro. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah, work tomorrow.
I got fucking work tomorrow.
a million thoughts just like going through your head.
Oh,
I've been in that position too. You're like, you try to think about every single thing and then think of the answer right away. Like, okay, this, that, and it's like, I have to have an answer because I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah. Like you just got it. Like your fucking brain is filled with adrenaline, and that should just put you into
Yeah.
fucking like, all right, let me find a way out of here, right? I'm over here like shaking, bro. Like it's scary, bro. You got fucking drugs, and then the cop car rolls up. But thankfully, bro, that cop car took a fucking left. So if you know, right? That wall, when you go down that driveway, is to the right, and there's the wall. There's that little spot right there. He went to the left. I guess by some miracle, he didn't see us. He didn't look to his right. He just went down and went to the left and just kept going.
What?
I was like,
bro.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? I literally thought he was just gonna like block us off, because if he blocked us off, we couldn't get in our cars and drive away. As soon as he went that way, I was like, bro, let's leave. Let's get the fuck out of here. We jump in the fucking car, and I I floored that bitch, and we got the fuck out. I drifted my fucking 2001 Accord, my Honda Accord. I got the fuck out of there, son. And we ended up pulling it, and then, okay, so I called them. I was like, yo, where the fuck did we go? Like, we gotta like, I don't know, bro. I think this is a sign. We should have took that sign. Like, there's some times in life where there's signs that hit you. They're like, okay, just go home, bro. Just don't do this. Whatever fucker you're doing, just don't do it, bro. But this was not one of those nights where we took that fucking advice from the Lord Christ. We just fucking we're like, nah, let's find somewhere else to wild the fuck out. So one of my homies was like, oh, just pull up into this neighborhood. It's nearby. My boy neighborhood. Cut that. So we pulled up in there. We pulled up over there, right? It's this dead end. It's this famous dead end because everybody used to gas there too, right? So we pull up there, and then our other homies pull up, and we just explain to them what just happened. We're like, yo, bro, we could have got busted, but some cops literally just pulled up on us and shit. But, like, they went the other way. We explained the whole thing, right? They're like, damn. We gassing, though? And we're like, oh, fuck it, yeah. So we get behind my car, right? We're like, yeah. We repeat the same process. We bust out the ball. We fucking scale it out again, right? And then, like, we're next to a house. So, but let me set the scene, right? So it's just one road that leads to a dead end, right? We're like 80% down that road. So like the dead end is right behind us, right? To the right of us is just straight woods, just deep woods. To the left of us is like houses. It's houses and shit, right? So here we are at like 12:30 in the morning. And then this particular house that we parked next to, it was filled up with like dogs, bro. I swear to God, there was like 10 fucking dogs. And I know it's because they were all barking and shit. Because obviously, like, you know, the dogs hear like fucking shit outside, like rattling, whatever. We're fucking out there talking and shit. So they started like barking. And then the fucking, I guess the owners of that house, they like hear that shit. So they think somebody's trying to, I guess, break into their house. So they check it out. And I see them walk out. They turn on like the outside lights. And they walk out. They start checking and shit. And they see that it's us. And then like, I guess they're just trying to see what the fuck we're doing. They're just out there for like a solid like 5 minutes and shit. And then they go back inside, and then, like, we're like, okay, cool, we're chilling and shit. Hold on, let me fucking cover real quick, bro. That fucking Red Bull is fucking kicking my ass right now.
You drank the Red Bull, bro?
Huh? I drink the yellow one.
Who gave you that?
Oh, no, it was over there. Huh? Yeah, I saw your fucking Red Bull. That shit is kicking my ass right now, bro.
Yo, we got a tweaker right now.
That fucking tweaking right now. My fucking heart rate is like this right now. We just have to cover real quick, because I freaked out a little bit because of the Red Bull. Talking about Red Bull and shit. All right, now I'm good now. Right, so they leave, right? And then we chill there for another like 10 minutes. And then out of nowhere, bro, we just see fucking lights. And you can see those cop lights from a mile away, bro. Those like
like
ones
they're not bright,
the
right? But they're like on?
No, the bright one that they have in the corner. They have a bright one.
Like the spotlight.
That shit, right?
The spotlight.
We see it. And we see it coming. And we can't dip because, like I said, it's one road. And it leads to a dead end. And so we're like, fuck. And my boy tries to get in his car, and I guess, I don't know what the fuck he thought he was going to do. He runs and shit. We hide behind my car, and we're like, bro, we have a bunch of weed. What do we do? And my boy puts it on his bag and just tosses it into the fucking woods and shit.
Wait, he put it inside of his bag?
Yes, where it was.
Why didn't he just stomp it out? Bro.
But if you stomp it out, it's a lot of weed. You know, we're trying to get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you put it in your bag and then throw it, they're like, okay, there's a bag and there's a bunch of weed inside of the bag. Throw the weed this way in the bag. Well,
right. Okay, so look. Okay, that is true, right? We knew we were fucked. We knew we were caught because we knew that the people that were watching, the neighbors, whatever, we knew that they had saw that we had like drugs, we had like weed. We were up to some hooligan shit, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, we have to get caught with this. I guess we have to. There's no way we're getting out of this. Okay, listen. If they come up to your fucking ass, what are you doing? What are you saying then?
This has happened to me before, which is
oh shit.
No, but let me let you finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck. Okay, we left the weed in the little fucking joint that was on my car, in the back of my car. Which actually at the time I didn't know we did that. I thought he put everything in his bag and he just tossed it into the woods, right? So okay, we could kind of get away with it, and I guess in his head he were like, we have to get caught with some shit. Just leave a little bit of weed there. And just like put the whole bag in there with the ball of weed, right? And so then we just go behind the cars and we just act like we're just chilling. We're just talking some random bullshit and stuff. And then the cops get out the car and they roll up on us and they're like, and then one of them runs straight to the back to go get Kevin because he's in his car already. Car is turned on, ignition on and shit, right? Like, what the fuck are you planning to do?
Everything you're telling me is like red flag. What
Super
not
red
to do.
flag.
Basically, guys, if you're in this position where the cops are on you, this is what not to do.
Yes, and literally, and what's funny about this is that since then I've had more like cop encounters and shit because with all my house parties and stuff, which I want to get into in one podcast. Like, I would love to talk about like my house parties and all that shit. Maybe one day we can get Marcos on here. He's another legendary house party thrower.
He's a prodigy.
Yeah, he's a Berkmar legend, a Gwinnett legend, if you will, right? So I've encountered with cops now, and the thing you gotta know about this, right? If you're listening, Just be honest with cops, bro. Most of them, I'd say like 90% of them are actually really fucking cool. They're decent human beings. They're just doing their fucking job, right? Obviously.
Especially at 2 a.m., they probably just want to go home by
Yeah.
then.
So what they would tell you. Okay, so this is gonna lead into what I'm about to say right now, right? So they come and they ask you, they're like, "So guys, what are we up to tonight?" None of these motherfuckers want to speak. None of them are saying shit. They're all staying quiet. So I'm like, I gotta fucking say something, right? I'm like, oh no, we're just waiting for my friend. He lives down the street. Yo, I'm about to knock out my boy because he lives down the street. But I didn't say that, right? I'm like, no, I'm just waiting for my boy. We're gonna go to somebody else's house and we're just waiting for him here. And they're like, okay, so where do you guys live and shit like that? And then I was like, I don't want to tell them where I live. I'm like, oh no, I don't live around here. We're just waiting for my friend over here and stuff. And they're like, okay, do you guys have licenses and shit? I'm like, fuck no, I don't have a fucking license, bro. Like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm about to get busted again for the same thing I just got busted for the week before. I'm about to get another no license ticket, fucking drug ticket, whatever the fuck.
So your experience, you were just like, fuck.
I'm fucked, dude. I'm like, this is literally the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
But you guys smell
now.
like weed or no?
Okay, so then what happens? Okay, so yeah. I'm straight up with them. I'm oh no, I don't have a license. I only have a permit and shit. They're like, okay, well give that to us. So we ended up I give them the permit. I'm like, okay, yeah. They're like, no, we don't. We just need to run a background check on you. We just need to see who the fuck you are, right? And we're like, okay, fuck, whatever. And so we give it to them. Boom, 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 boom. And then they're like, okay, guys, one of the man. So it's a man and a woman, right? The man is like, okay, guys, I just want you to be straight up with me. If everybody tells the truth right now, nobody goes to jail. If y'all lie to me, we're taking the trip to jail tonight. And we're like, okay, yeah, cool. I was ready to be honest. I was like, I'm not going to no fucking jail tonight. No, thank you, bro. My parents are gonna whoop my ass because they already know about the other fucking tickets I got before, right? So they were like, okay. So they were like, what are y'all doing? We're like, well, what's the weed we just saw the weed in the back of the car over there. Like, what's going on? We're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna just smoke this like right now, real quick, like just nothing crazy, right? And they were like, the cop was cool, right? He was like, guys, I know, like, for me, he's like I don't think it's bad, whatever. He's like expressing his own personal opinion. He's like, it's not bad and stuff, but yeah, I gotta recognize like it's illegal. Like you can't do this. You just can't be out here doing this. And we're like, oh yeah, like we understand. We're just I don't know. And he's like, okay, that's cool. Like, he's like, this is what we're gonna do, right? You're gonna go to the truck. He's like, oh, first of all, before this, right? He was like, do you guys have any more? You don't have nothing else? No other drugs in your cars or anything?
That's a big question.
Right. Mm-hmm. And we're like, no, absolutely not, right? He was okay, y'all don't mind if we check your cars, right? And then we're like, no. So he checked all of our cars, everything. They looked under everything. They're like, okay, it checks out, right? So then he goes into this, right? He was like, okay, what we're going to do now, you're going to take that weed and you're going to throw it on the ground and just stomp it out. Stomp it all out, right?
That's Gwinnett County like policy. Just stomp it out.
Just stomp it out, right? Because like I think a lot of people.
And if you stomp it out with like compassion, they're like, okay, this guy is like, he's cool. Like,
yeah, because
we're just going to let him go.
Yeah, right? So we're like, okay, this is the best case scenario. I was like, yes, I was so excited. I was like, bro, we're about to get the fuck away from this. Like, this is crazy, right? So we go to the back of the car. Tell me what these bozos I was with have the balls to say no. Like I threw the fucking weed on the ground, and they're like saying like no. I'm like, are y'all in my head? I'm like, are y'all fucking stupid? Y'all really had the balls to say like no, the weed.
The weed.
You did the right thing.
Yeah. I stomped that bitch. I was doing that fucking shit that these motherfuckers be dancing with. I was stomping that bitch out, fucking putting out a fire, bro. That shit was gone, right? And then so they're like, okay, guys, now y'all are free to go. Just drive out. Just don't come back. Don't take this as a lesson. Just don't do this again, right? We're like, yes, thank you. Like, we're being so respectful. We get in our cars and shit. They didn't give us no ticket. They gave us no ticket for the weed, no license. I don't think none of us had a fucking license, which was crazy, right?
They just let y'all go.
They could have given us so many tickets, bro. Being out late at night, so much shit, right? They just let us go, bro. Cool ass cops. God bless them, dude. I can say the cop's name right now, but I'm not going to.
All right. So
hold up. Okay, no, go ahead.
No, I mean, are you done?
Oh, I'm not done. This shit is halfway done. Okay. Well, go ahead. If you want to say something, go ahead. I mean, before we move on, because it's going to go somewhere else.
I also want to tell another story.
Okay, then no. Just wait then.
Okay,
so we might not even have... Okay, yeah, fuck it. Whatever. So we leave, right? And then, like, on the way out, we're all fucking leaving in a fucking straight line. And I call my boy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened, bro? That's crazy. We really just got away with this shit, bro. This is twice now we encountered cops in 1 hour, bro. At first, it was behind Little Caesars. That should have been a sign to get the fuck out. Now, it's like, bro, we just got away. That's crazy. I was like, guys, we need to meet up somewhere and just talk about what the fuck just happened, right? So I was like, oh, let's just go to the fucking, there's a Walmart nearby. Let's go to the Walmart. Let's just unpack what the fuck just happened. We were still waiting. Oh, I didn't even say this. We were still waiting on one friend, my friend, and he's gonna play a vital role into this story later on. While we were getting interrogated,
I see a head shake right now.
While we were getting interrogated, right? You know how it's a one-way street. We see him pull up actually while we're getting interrogated, and we see him, and then he just turns off his lights and starts reversing back because he sees what's happening. He sees like the cops there, right? That shit is so funny, bro. I see these motherfuckers laughing. They're like, bro, that's like,
dude, red flag, bro. Pull up and just get out and act like you're going to someone's crib.
no. The thing is, the cops didn't see him. The cops didn't see him.
Okay.
No, the cops didn't see him. We saw him from far away. That's the thing. He was nowhere near us. The cops did not see him. But we saw him. We saw him like back away. That shit was so funny, right? So then we told him like, oh, pull up to Walmart, right? So nothing crazy happened at the Walmart, right? We just talked about that shit. We informed him what happened. But what did happen there, right? My friend, the one that had the weed originally, he was like, damn guys, but I do need to get back. I need to go back and get that weed somehow because he intended to like. Well, I'm not going to put his business out there, but he needed it, right? So I was like, guys, I'm not going back, bro. I'm dead ass not going back. I don't know why y'all want to go back. I was telling him, let's just go back in the fucking morning, bro. It's hot right now. If we go back, those dogs are about to start barking and shit. We're about to get caught up, dude. They let us go, bro. Like, that's crazy. This is very rare, you know?
That is a for sure sign, like, just stop going over there.
Of course, these fucking hotheads at that time, you know, being high schoolers, they're like, no, we're good. Let's just go back real quick. My boy, so volunteered. He was like, okay, I'll drive you. Like, we'll just drive. You get out real quick. He's like, you remember where you threw the bag, right? Because he threw it into the woods with the whole ball. He's like, yeah, I remember exactly where it is. I know the bush. I know exactly where it is. He's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go drive by. Quick, just get out, get the bag, drive before the dogs start barking, before anybody notices. So that was their plan. I was like, all right, if y'all are going to do that. And they're like, yeah, he was like, in turn, he was like, okay, if we go do that for me, then I'll go get like, I'll smoke y'all out with some of that, you know? I get that we threw some out, but I'll smoke y'all out with some of that. They're like, okay, cool. I was like, you know what? Y'all are going to do that regardless of what I say, so fuck it. They're like, oh, you could go buy some papers and shit at the gas station. So I go with my other homies. I go with it's us three, and then they go retrieve the drugs. So we pull to the gas station, right? And we're just chilling. Like, we get the papers and shit, and we're just chilling. We're chilling for a solid, like, 15 minutes, and we're like, okay, I think enough time has passed. Let's call him up. So I call up my boy. It's ringing. No answer. We're like, okay, cool. He's probably like busy looking for that shit, whatever. We call my boy. Boom, boom, boom. No answer. We're like, that's weird. Maybe they just. We're just like, okay, we're thinking like rational explanations. We're like,
that's weird.
Yeah, like we're just they're probably not listening to their shit. Like they have it on fucking vibrate, whatever. Boom. We wait another 15 minutes. So now 30 minutes has passed, and we're like, okay, let's call him up again. I call them both up again. No answer. We're like, now we're freaking the fuck out. We're like,
the cops are like, I bet those are your buddies, huh?
Dude, we're fucking like thinking the worst. We're like, bro, some crazy shit. Like they probably got caught up, dude. We're like, what the fuck? We're freaking the fuck out. Another 20 minutes pass. We call him up again. We're talking about all the scenarios in our heads right now at the fucking thing. We're like, bro,
they're in jail right now.
We're like, they're in jail. We're gonna have to bail them out, bro. What could have happened? Like maybe the neighbors saw. Boom, 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 boom. We're just making up all these scenarios in our head, right? And then out of nowhere, the guy that went to go get the weed, he calls us, and I answer the phone. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? You haven't picked up. It's been like fucking 50 minutes. It's been almost an hour. We're like, what's going on? He picks up the phone. He's fucking panting. He's like, yo, the fucking cops pulled up again, bro. Like, I was in there with my flashlight trying to look for the weed, and I couldn't find it. He's like, I swore I like threw it right here, and I couldn't find it. He's like, and then out of nowhere, the like 5 cop cars just pull up. At first, it was 2. It was just the guy and the girl. Now 5 cop cars pulled up and shit with all their lights and shit. He's like, and I swear to God, I heard like dogs and shit. Like they brought the canines and stuff. He's like, as soon as I saw that shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, before that. So, in order to not get caught up, right? He waited like at the entrance of like that street. Just walked over there, right? Oh. So, pulled up, like zooming, and he pulled up on. He was like, yo, the cops are here, run. So he just kept driving into the dead end. Fucked. He had nowhere to go. He just drove into the dead end. And then was like, oh shit, he saw that. He didn't, as he explained, he was like, hella cop cars and shit. So he's like, I just took off. He's like, bro, I'm just running straight into the woods. I can't see shit. I got cuts all over my body. Like I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. I'm just running, bro. Like he's like,
he didn't get the bag?
No, he didn't get it. He couldn't find it. He was like, bro, I'm fucking scared right now. I don't know what to do. We're panicking. We're like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do right now? We're telling him, we're like, okay, don't worry. We told him, because Snapchat has this thing where you can turn on your location, and if you're on Snapchat, it shows your location to like people you allow it to show it to. You know what I'm saying? So like, turn that shit on, and just log on to the app, and then we'll see where you're at. So we log on to the app. We're like, okay, well, let's see where he's at. And then so from that neighborhood, there's a lot of forest, and if you just keep going straight, you end up in the back of a Zaxby's, like into like a parking lot, into La Plaza de las Americas, right there. It's directly behind that. You see how it's all woods and shit? So we see that, we calculate that. We're like, okay, bro, just keep running, and then we'll meet you here. If you just keep going straight, you're going to end up here and shit. So he's okay, but he's like, guys, hurry up, like, come get me and shit. He's freaking the fuck out, rightfully so, right? I'm like, guys, bro, I fucking told y'all we should have just gone home. Like, we should have took these signals to just go home. We're like, okay, let's just go get him, and everybody just go home. We're calling, he still has not picked up and shit. Like, so we're like, fuck, bro. We're like, okay, we'll deal with him later.
I've heard this story, like, up to that point, like, being interrogated, and y'all are like, I didn't know that you guys were gonna go pick him up. That's like,
yes. Yeah, you're about to hear another part.
There's
still more. There's still more.
That's very noble.
Yeah, so my boy Kevin, he volunteers. He's okay, guys. I'm gonna pick him up from that Zaxby's. Let's meet up at this Waffle House. There's a Waffle House next to it, like at the corner, right? He's like, okay, I'm gonna pick him up. I'll meet you at the Waffle House. So me and my boy, so we pull up to the Waffle House and shit, and we're just there waiting. We're just talking. Like, we're like, dude, we should not have done this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is such a shit night. So then, yeah, goes get him, and he comes back, and then we're just talking. We're like, yo, what's happening? What the fuck happened? And he just told the story all over again, but in more detail. He's like, bro, all this shit is going down. Like, it's scary. Like, and he explained, like, I don't know what's happening. And then out of nowhere, right, while he's talking, we get a call from. He calls my boy, not me. And then he's like, yo, look, calling. And he picks it up. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And then there's nothing. Pause. And then out of nowhere, it's like, hello, this is Officer.
What?
We're looking for the guy that was inside the woods that has a big bag of weed. And then just hangs up. We all put our hands on our fucking heads. We're like, it's over. It's fucked, dude. This man's gonna get.
Said that?
Yeah, the cop was on the phone. We're like, dude, it's over. We're fucked. And then I was like, guys, I don't know about y'all. I'm going the fuck home, bro. What I should have fucking done in the first place. I'm going home. Y'all can fucking figure that out, bro. I'm going home. I don't know about y'all. And then they all said the same thing. That, yeah, we're just going to go home. Like, he's obviously fucked. We can't do nothing for him. We can't go back and get him. Because then they're going to get us with that shit, right? So we all go home. We all go our separate ways. And what was crazy, right? On my way home, I was like, bro, you think the worst, right? I'm like, that cop probably, like, is looking for us. They're out to look for us, right? So he's probably, like, on his thing, like, because when they got our information, they also got our tags and shit. So he probably, we're saying, like, oh, they're radioing all the local cops and shit to look for us on the street. So if a cop sees us, they're going to see our tag, and they're going to pull us over to bring us back and shit. So, right, I'm like, okay, I got to take all the fucking back streets I fucking can. Not getting any fucking main roads, any roads that, like, because I knew that they knew where I lived, right? Because they knew my info and shit. So I take all the back roads and shit. But I did have to go through one made road. It was near Berkmar Middle. It was on 29 to get to my old house. And then what the fuck do I see? 2 cop cars right there posted up, just waiting and shit. And then my heart starts beating. I'm like, okay, no. I'm chilling. Let me just keep driving. They're not going to see me. And of course, when you're driving like that and not trying to act sus, you go the super speed limit. You might even go fucking 5 less than the speed limit. It's 45. I'm going 40. I'm just like this. 2 hands on the fucking wheel. I'm like, no, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah, like, you know. So I go by, and then, like, I go over that hill. They're not behind me. I'm like, God bless. Yes, I'm good. I'm chilling. I was like, okay, let me take this fucking right here. And then, like, I'm just going. I'm going. Out of nowhere, I look in the back of my fucking, my rear view mirror. I see a car hauling ass, bro. Just fucking going super fast on the lane that's mine. And so I'm like, okay, he's hauling ass. It's probably some random dude that's, you know, it's late night. He's just fucking, you know, wilding out. I was like, okay, let me move on to the next lane. Let him fucking pass, because I was on the left lane. You know, that's the fast lane, whatever. I was like, so to avoid him, like, having to, whatever, swerve around me. I go on the right lane. He goes on the right lane and goes right behind me. He's on my fucking ass. I'm like, is this a fucking cop car? I can't see. It's dark. And then I see a fucking, one of those street lights coming up. So right when we get under that, I look back. I see the fucking, the little thing on the top of the lights, you know, the little light thingy. I'm like, that's a fucking cop. I'm like, it's over with. I'm going to fucking jail. He caught me. Like, exactly the scenario that I thought was going to happen, that they were gonna radio in my information. I was like, it happened. It's over. So I'm just there. I'm praying. I'm shaking. My heart rate's on 3,000. I'm like, I can't. He got me. So we go for another like 3 stoplights. I'm going super speed limit, just looking straight. I'm like praying to God, and then out of nowhere, he just turns around. He just does an illegal ass U-turn. He just turns around, just goes about his way. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of angel do I have looking over me right now that he didn't stop me? As soon as he gets out of my fucking line of sight, I fucking floor it, and I just go into the nearest neighborhood. I go deep in there, and I just fucking hide. I'm in my fucking car like this, like just freaking the fuck out. And then I call one of my homies. I tell him what the fuck just happened. I'm like, bro, this just fucking happened. Like, what the fuck do I do? I'm damn near on the fucking verge of tears, bro. I'm so scared, you know. I'm a youngin', like, and all this shit's about to unleash on me. And he's like, bro, just wait it out like an hour or two, and then just go home, just go straight home.
What time is it right now? Like
right now at this time, after all the time has passed, it's probably like 2:30 or 3 in the morning right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I wait a nice like hour, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to go home, bro. And then I just go home and shit. I make it home. Nothing weird, nothing boom. And when you're in the situation, bro, you're like, I know at any moment the cops are just gonna bust in because they know where I live. The cops are just gonna bust the fuck in. They're gonna knock. They're gonna wake my parents up. They're like, we're looking for fucking Anthony, and we're taking him to jail and shit. So I close the fucking curtains. I'm under the covers, and I'm like just waiting, bro. Ticking time bomb. I'm like, I'm just waiting. And then like somehow, some way, I ended up falling asleep at some point. Like then the next day you wake up, you're like, oh fuck, I made it through the night. No cops, nothing. I wake up, and then I'm still kind of shook, and I call up my homie. I'm like, yo, what happened? Everything turned out smooth. Like y'all made it home. And he's like, yeah, but didn't, bro. So my friend, he went to drop off. He's like, the cops ended up calling him back. They got his phone. They called him. They're like, yo, if you need to somehow make it back here where we're at right now, the original neighborhood, like come back. If not, then we're gonna come get you at your house. So that same guy, he ended up driving him back to the original spot, and he ended up getting booked for that shit. So what ended up, okay, so now we just told our perspective. So now let's go into the other perspective of the guy that we didn't fucking hear from. So this was his perspective. I don't know if he's told you his perspective. So basically, he went into the end of the neighborhood, the dead end, right? And he just turned off his car and just acted like he was just chilling in his fucking whip, I guess, like late at night for some fucking reason. And then so then the cops rolled up. They knock on his window. They're asking him like, yo, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this neighborhood? I don't know. I forgot what he told them and shit. But they were like, nah, we know that you're with that guy. And look, we found this bag of weed right here. This bag with a lot of weed in it. Whose is it? And obviously he's not folding. He's like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. They're like, that's lying. We have witnesses that say that you dropped off some kid in the woods and this belongs to you guys. So if you don't tell me right now whose this is, I'm booking you and him with this shit. You're getting the same charges as him. So
and he was like, can I take over from here?
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
He was like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to rat him out, not because that's like wrong or whatever, but he was like, I'm young too. I don't really want this charge, and I didn't do anything. He wasn't being a bad friend. He was just like, I'm kind of at a crossroads here. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yes.
And he decided, he was like, okay, I have to tell the truth, because if I don't, I'm fucked too. And he just wasn't having it. And well, he told them, he was like, yeah, I know whose it is. And like you said, they called him from his phone. They told him, if you don't make it back here. And I mean, he came back, and well, he didn't make it home. So
yeah, okay, so that's what happened, right? That's his perspective. He came back. They arrested him. They arrested both of them, actually. So the guy with the weed, obviously, he got a felony fucking charge, bro. A felony offense of like marijuana, and then like I think he got like 2 counts of that shit, something like that. And then my other friend, he got, bro, guess what? He got with fucking prowling and loitering. That's what he got. They couldn't charge him with the weed.
I remember he was like prowling. He was like,
what the fuck is that?
We made a joke out of that.
We call him the Prowler now.
My boy was prowling.
Dude, for his birthday, I actually got him a sign, like a street light. It says no loitering or prowling, bro, for his birthday. That shit was so fucking funny.
So that story, like, for him, that's a very, very like impactful story, Yeah. It's very impactful for him, and like you were a part of it. A lot of our friends were a part of it, and it's like, now that we're here, I'm pretty sure he thinks about it sometimes, maybe, Yeah,
for sure. Like, it's impossible.
We just revisited it today, because it's still pretty major. But now that we're on the topic of like, kind of police stories, and we're continuing that topic. There was this one time I was you know, just wanting to get high like usual.
Right.
Smoking. I was with my girl Stephanie and my brother Jason, and we always smoked behind Kanaheda.
Right.
It was
It's
just
cool.
like,
It's a
yeah,
school.
the school. It was like no one ever comes back here. Like literally, it was like, bro, I'm talking like 5-6+ years where we no altercations. Nobody would ever go back there. Obviously, it's different now, but we would always just go back there and light up. And I'm not a big drinker and never was. I'm really not a big drinker. All I drink is like mixed drinks and shit.
Right.
But I decided, I was like, I want some fucking moonshine. Like, why the fuck?
Oh
not?
hell no,
That shit's
And I
strong as
didn't
bro.
fuck.
know- and I
If
didn't-
anybody's taking moonshine, you know that shit is not nothing to play with, bro.
I didn't really know what that shit was. I was like, you know, that's the cool thing. Let's get fucked up. That goes back to the other shit. You know, I just did shit to be cool.
Right.
My girl took a sip of it, and I took a sip of it, and I was like, this is literal liquid fucking death.
Yeah, it is.
My
Not the
throat-
water. It's like literally
It's probably
fucking.
the worst thing I've ever drank in my life. And we're just posted up, just sitting. Okay, so
There you go.
I'm gonna take it back a little bit. We were in the parking lot, and my brother at the time was talking to this bitch. Her name is Susan. Fuck you, Susan.
Oh, okay. So she was a bitch. I thought he was referring to like a girl. That
No,
she
it
was
was
a
like-
bitch.
She was a bitch, like, you know, fuck you,
Shout out.
Susan. And my brother was like, oh, hell nah, this bitch out loud. And we're like,
Bruh.
me and Stephanie were like, Jason, like, what the fuck? He was like, nah, I don't give a fuck. He was like, fuck this bitch. And she was like, just smirking. She was like, yeah, just walking. And we're like, we're smoking and we're drinking. And like, I heard rustling and leaves. And I was like, yo, bro, I feel uneasy. Like, I'm feeling a little like, yo, someone's behind us.
Oh, your spidey
Bro,
senses are tingling.
We were getting like prone. They were like, and we're like deep in the back of the school, like right in front of the blacktop.
Right.
And to get to us, it's a walk. I'm talking like a half-mile walk from the parking lot.
What the fuck?
Like, no, like a quarter-mile walk. Like one.
Oh, but it's deep.
It's deep, and like we didn't hear shit. And then I turn around, flashlights, 3 people, flashlights all on us, and they're like,
Oh, quick. Just
quick. And I'm like, fuck.
It's over. You
We're
can't
on-
do
we're
shit.
on
You can't
school-
even
We're on
walk.
school grounds. I'm 18 at the time. My girl's 17. My brother's 16. And we're like, okay. I had to get my thoughts together. Like you said, you were in that moment. You were like, okay, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about that. I was just thinking about a lot of scenarios. And they were like, put your hands up and like, you know, just stay there. I was like, everything's mine. Immediately, I was like, fuck, like I'm not gonna let them take the fall. I'm the oldest one. I'm
Damn,
responsible.
you're gangster,
I was like,
Bro,
everything,
bro.
everything's mine. The alcohol, the weed, everything's mine. I just want to let you guys know. They're like, how much do y'all have? We were like 2 grams, and we smoked the rest of it. I didn't even have to say we smoked the rest of
You
it.
didn't, bro.
No,
There's no
but-
evidence of it.
No, but that's the thing, bro. Honesty has brought me a long
For
way.
sure.
It's
Yeah, like
brought
we
me a
said
long
earlier,
fucking way.
You just
I
be
was-
honest with them. They'll be fucking cool with
I
you.
was like, okay, it's mine. We smoked a little bit of it, and here's what's left. And I handed it to them, and then they looked at the moonshine, and they were like, I was 17 at the time. Sorry, I wasn't 18 just yet.
Hold on, can I interject real quick? In my story, you remember when I said that I got the weed, right? And
Yeah.
I stomped it out?
Yeah.
The cop was so cool that he looked at the weed, he said, "This is some trash ass weed. Y'all about to get in trouble for this trash ass weed." He literally said
damn.
that, bro.
He knows.
I was dead as fuck, bro. I literally forgot to say that, but keep going.
That happened to me too.
Bruh.
Since you sidetracked, one time I also got caught up. This is another story. This is some moldy weed, and what's this? This looks.
Yeah, they'll
This looks
flame your
synthetic.
stupid ass, bro.
This looks synthetic as fuck.
They make
Like, y'all
you
want
feel
to
like
get caught
shit.
up? Y'all want to get caught up over this shit? Nah, like.
No,
Anyways,
yeah, keep going.
And they're just like, okay. They take us. They didn't even put us in handcuffs. They just like let us walk to the front of the school. And they were like, all right, guys. After deliberating for a little bit, you know, I know Stephanie was a little shaken up because she'd never been in that situation.
oh, for
never
sure,
with
bro.
the cops.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Should have make a motherfucker cry.
I kind of influenced her on that to smoke a little bit, and like we were doing that, and I basically like I took lead completely. I don't even think they said much. When they asked them questions, they would answer, but I took the lead. I was like, okay, let me just do all the talking. Like, y'all just relax.
Right.
And at the end of it, they were like, all right, look, you guys were very straightforward. You told us all the truth. You handed everything over. So instead of giving all of you guys felony charges for having drugs and alcohol on school grounds,
they try to like scare you with that. They're not gonna give you a felony for 2 grams. You know what I'm saying? But they say that just so like you won't do it again.
No,
like,
but they could have because it was school grounds.
Oh, that's the felony.
That's what I
thought felony amount. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
on
school grounds on proper in elementary school.
Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah.
Smoking weed in elementary.
And they were like, you guys were completely honest. Like, you gave us everything you had, so we're just gonna charge you for possession, and we're gonna charge you, since you said the alcohol was yours, with minor in possession of alcohol.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and like we ended up literally all we had to do was like 2-month probation, and it was like it was considered probation because you had to like go into the office and take a drug test.
But they didn't come to your house.
They didn't come to my house.
I did that before actually too.
It's like a what's this word called? Preventative kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you don't get into more trouble.
Yes.
So it's not on your record at all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did that same thing for my no license ticket, my first one.
Yeah.
I had to go in literally, but I had to fucking drive to Hawk County.
Basically, it was kind of like the best case scenario for us because it was like a full fucking bottle of moonshine, and we were like,
God damn, bro.
And like,
did they make y'all pour it out or they took it with them?
They took it with them.
Oh, them motherfuckers got drunk as shit, bro.
They're like, the moonshine is pretty good.
He called his fucking wife. He's like, we're fucking getting drunk and fucking tonight.
No, but I'm so sorry. This just came to me. The funniest thing about this whole fucking story, and I'm going to say it's funny because this story is hilarious. While they were doing all the paperwork and everything, we were just talking. They were like, my brother was like, does this car go fast?
Bruh.
He was like, do y'all be chasing people? He's like,
oh, you talked to them and they're like,
we were talking to them. He was
yeah,
like,
we did that too.
He was like, these? Nah, but the other ones though, like, yeah. And then I was like, hey man, let me ask you something. I was like, did you by any chance receive a phone call from a Kroger employee? He was like, we actually did. Who the fuck do you think called?
What the fuck? Oh, it was Susan.
It was Susan.
My girl,
Fuck you,
Susan. Oh, shit.
It was Susan, bro.
Oh, so she narked on you guys.
Yes, this
Oh,
was...
my God. It's all fucking full circle,
Did
bro.
the twist.
This is...
The twist of dreams.
This is why
crazy.
it's like routine night at Kanaheda, go home and chill.
Wow.
But...
There's no way they would have known you're
there was
there.
no way we would have been...
Yeah, because I know the multiple people that go back there and say, that's fucking insane, bro.
Yep.
The revenge, dude.
What happened? Revenge? No.
She's a bitch. I'm just
And
saying.
y'all like never fuck with her after that.
Never,
I'm assuming,
nah. I mean, I'm not gonna keep shitting on her. Fuck her. But there's just
that's a crazy
it,
thing
yeah.
to do, bro.
that is a crazy thing to do.
That's
Fuck it, bro.
crazy.
All right. Well, I mean, fuck it, dude. I think we'll end it there. We have way more stories. I'm sure George is gonna come back, bro. We're gonna go fucking.
I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Dude, that's crazy. That was a great ending. That was like, dude, all these stories, like my story, your story, dude. I have plenty more of those. Like even you just said, like, oh, other times and shit. We're gonna fucking say more. Dude, and this is the first ever YouTube video, bro. I think it fucking went great. Like, this is great stories and everything, bro. If y'all like that shit, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, go follow the fucking N85 podcast on Instagram. 5-star on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, of course, as always. And, yeah, bro, fuck it. We're going to wrap it up there, bro.
Let's see if the audience liked it.
Yeah, we have a fucking full audience, bro. Y'all fuck with this shit? Dude, this is actually our biggest audience yet, bro. We have like fucking 10 motherfuckers in this room right now, bro. It's insane. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for everything, bro. We're only gonna climb from here, baby. We're gonna go crazy. We're about to actually go crazy right now. They're all waiting for us, and we're about to just get hammered tonight.
I see people like this.
They're itching for that fucking.
They're opening it. They're trying to open it.
oh shit!
Awesome.
My boy Austin, baby. All right, baby. I'm out. See you later. I'm gonna shove a fucking Modelo up my ass.
Fuck Susan.
Thank y'all for having
Fuck
me.
Susan.
Fuck Susan.
Fuck Susan.